And we're back! This is number 7?
Number 7, yes.
Number 7. Alright, it's a good number.
At least we hope it's another number 7. Otherwise, we'll look really foolish.
Yeah. And even if it's not, I'm still going to put number 7 on the description.
Because that's just the kind of people we are.
So don't bother going back and trying to count. Anyway, I'm feeling pretty good. I beat Oryx on hard mode like 20 minutes ago.
Cool. I was behind on several podcasts, and I caught up, kind of. So, I don't have a whole lot more to catch up on.
Good job.
So, yeah. All seems to be going pretty well today.
Yeah?
It's beautiful outside.
It is great.
Couldn't say that like 2 days ago.
Remember when there was snow 2 days ago?
Yeah.
What is the temperature out there, Alec?
I would say it's probably in the 60s, maybe even in the 70s.
There was snow. There's still snow in places.
But mainly where it's just shady.
Okay, maybe you can help me out here. So I discovered we have a laser pointer at work.
Oh, yeah?
This laser pointer is a thermometer. Like, you point a laser at a thing, and it tells you what temperature that thing is that you're pointing the laser at. How? Like, it's so cool. How does it do that? My theory... Okay, actually, let's see if you have a theory. I want to see if it matches up with mine.
Well, temperature is measured by the molecular, like the movement of molecules, like how fast they're moving. And so my thought would be is the laser is pointed at a thing, and that laser is somehow able to detect like how quickly the molecules are moving, and from there it can determine the temperature.
That is word for word my theory.
That would be my guess.
Then I was like, oh, that's cool, it's a laser pointer, and then it came up with this degrees Fahrenheit, and I was like, that's weird. So I pointed at different stuff, and I was like, oh.
Did you point it at yourself?
Duh.
What did it come up as?
Bare skin was high 80s. No, low 80s.
That must be like surface temperature, probably.
Yeah. I went and I hot and it was like 97.
Huh.
That was closer. But I figured out that the dryer at work is like 330 degrees.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's intense.
And I was able to keep it on the shirts as they were coming off, and they were dropping 4 degrees per second as they were coming down.
That's really cool.
It was really cool. My supervisor was staring at me this whole time because I was just shooting it at stuff.
Science is fun.
It is fun.
And you know what's even more fun? Having a drawing contest and beating your best friend.
I don't know about... you might, because I couldn't decide on anything.
Well, now that we brought it up, let's get to the true purpose of this video. We had another drawing contest. And the thing was, draw yourself as your favorite literary character. And then he had asked a bunch of questions like, oh, blah, 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 blah. And so... draw yourself as your favorite character that originally appeared in literature of some form.
I totally could have cheated because The Fall of Reach came out before Halo Combat Evolved.
I guess that's true.
I didn't do that, though, because I figured that would be cheating.
That would be cheating. Kind of, but not necessarily. But yeah. Yeah, so I clarified, you can't draw yourself as Ezio because of an Assassin's Creed novelization.
Right.
Which exists, and I'm sure it's probably awful. But
it's actually just... the game told in story form.
Yeah. But I'm sure it's probably not told well.
But yeah, I could not wrap my head around it. I came down to 3 or 4 different characters. The honorary mention was Sherlock Holmes. He was a good one. But I guess I'll go first since I'm already talking about it. He's not actually my favorite character in literature, but I didn't have a whole lot of time because I drew this after I beat Oryx 20 minutes ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So anyway, I drew myself... I
spent probably 30 minutes on mine.
That is a lot more. I drew myself as Dr. Alan Grant.
Oh. Actually, I didn't even consider that. I thought you would pick Aragorn or something.
That is my favorite literary character, but I didn't want to draw myself as Aragorn because that would have taken a lot of time and effort.
Yeah.
This is way easier. That's me.
Cool.
That's Dr. Alan Grant. And I thought about drawing the T-Rex.
Oh, and I needed to point out that it was fictional literary character.
Yeah, so you can't be Jesus.
Yeah.
I guess it's your turn.
Well, on the topic of the Bible and fictional literary characters, I drew myself as Job. Just kidding.
That is topic for another podcast, which we just put out our first podcast.
Yeah, I drew myself as Harry Potter, and the reason I don't have hands and feet is because I took an invisibility potion that only affects my hands and feet.
That only affects your extremities?
Yeah. So.
Harry Potter is a really good fictional character too.
Yeah, he was definitely my favorite fictional character in my childhood, and probably even still today, even though he's not very smart. Harry doesn't Harry Potter's smart. He just isn't very situationally aware of a lot of stuff.
Nah.
Like, go back and read the books, and you're like, kind of dumb. Like, use some common sense, Harry. Come on.
Don't think I've read them since the 7th one came out.
I've read it probably 2 or 3 times since the 7th one came out, but I haven't read them in the entirety. I've been in college.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, for sure. It's like the 7th one came out, and I read it, and then I immediately went back and read 1 through 7.
Mm-hmm.
Fun stuff. So, side by side, Dr. Grant and H.P. Lovecraft.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
And then because I had the time, I even took and colored them in a little bit marker, so mine would look better than yours.
Yeah, who won? Let us know in the comments or share it with us on Facebook. Actually, pretty sure I haven't moved from this very spot since I drew this, so the Sharpie's around here somewhere.
But it looks very nice. Well done.
Thank you. I didn't think it would be. Do you want a peanut?
Dude, I love peanuts. But going back to what Braden said a few moments ago, which I found out a moment, it was actually a medieval measure of time equaling 90 seconds. But we released a podcast yesterday. So yeah, check it out. Tell us what you think.
What's it about?
It's about Calvinism and stuff.
That is nifty.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord knew our first one would be Calvinism. It's basically just us him hawing around and trying to figure out what we think about various things. So if you're interested in our thoughts on Calvin and his tulips, it's not a gay joke, by the way.
Yeah. But yeah, one of my roommates listened to it, and they said they liked it pretty well. It's only an hour and 10 seconds long.
Only.
So, I mean, while you're playing Halo or Minecraft or something.
Or while you're doing the dishes, sweeping the thing.
Just pull up YouTube and listen to it.
Give it a listen.
Yeah.
See what you think. If you have any topics you'd like to hear us him-haw about, let us know.
Yeah.
We really would like feedback and stuff like that, because
feedback makes us better.
Whether or not we use it
or
listen to it is a completely different story, though.
But ideally, we'll listen to it and try to make ourselves better.
Yeah, ideally. Oh, so it's New Year. Do you have any New Year's resolutions?
Actually, yeah. So,
are there any New Year's resolutions that I didn't coerce you at gunpoint into doing?
Maybe like the fast food and water only, but I'm not sticking with the water only.
I know.
Because I think it's perfectly okay to drink like milk and orange juice and tea. But that can of sweet tea I had was like the first can of sweet tea I've had all year. So, that's something.
We're not even 2 weeks in then.
Oh. Well, no, today's the 14th, so I guess we weren't technically 2 weeks in. But, I have a bad habit of leaving my tithe money at my house when I go to church. So, it's just been collecting over the past like month or two. And I finally remembered it and brought it to church and like turned it in. And I was like, man, this is just like 1 or 2 months of forgetting tithe money, and there's a good lot of money here. And that's just like 10% from my income taken off. So I was like, I should also save 10% for myself off to the side from each paycheck. So I guess I get 20% taken off of my paycheck, and half goes to God and half goes in a secret place in my house. And
I bet you it's in that broken skull.
You just have to wait and see.
Oh man, would you tell me if I was right?
Yeah, I would. But it's not in the Broken Skull.
Man, that'd be a good spot. Although not too good because I guessed it.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll be interested to see how much it saves up because I made nearly 8,000 working at Brito last year. So
that'd be $800.
ideally, if I saved up like 10% from all of last year, that'd be almost $800.
That is a sizable chunk of change.
So it'll be fun to see what happens.
Yeah. That. My New Year's resolutions so far are go to the gym every day, which now that our gym membership is up and running is fine. No eating out in Bolivar because that is a lot of money, but delicious. And I'm only drinking water. And I really would like to drink other things besides water, but other things aren't healthy.
Milk and orange juice are completely healthy. Well, they're not like 100% healthy because like if you obviously drink too much milk,
you'll die.
The fat and stuff from it is probably not good for you. Or like orange juice, there's a lot of like sugary acid type stuff, so if you drink a lot, that's obviously not good for you. But there are supplements in milk and orange juice that are healthy for you.
I started taking a multivitamin.
Did you?
I did.
Cool.
So hopefully I will be really healthy at some point. Taking all these vitamins and only drinking water and not eating McDonald's every day of my life. Rest in peace, McDelicious.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been really hard not to eat out in Bolivar. Like starting the new year, because like, oh man, I'm off work. Like I just want to grab like a burger from McDonald's.
I know.
But
oh yeah,
it is also way more fun like having food in my house that I can cook instead. And then cooking means you have leftovers normally.
Yeah. Speaking of cooking and burgers, tomorrow I'm going to try making turkey burgers for the first time ever. So we'll see how that goes. I've never had a turkey burger, but he says they're okay.
It's pretty good.
And they're leaner than beef.
You've eaten stuff I've made with turkey meat, and you thought it was pretty okay.
It was okay. I could taste the difference, though. No, I could. It's not an opinion. That is a fact.
I really don't think there's any noticeable difference.
Well, you're not a beef connoisseur like me.
And you're not a beefcake like me.
Oh, man. You're right. I'm not.
All right. Well, I think that about sums up what we want to talk about today.
Yeah, I don't know that I have anything else to talk about or anything that's coming up soon or...
Man, nothing I can think of.
This is the lull of, like, times. Oh, school starts for you in a couple days.
School starts next Wednesday?
Next Wednesday.
Yeah.
So in 6 days.
So that's happening. Back to the good old grinding wheel.
Yeah. It'll be fun.
I'm so done with school. I'm so done.
You've only been going, like, your whole life.
Only, yeah.
Yeah. I know what that's like. Yeah.
So, now that we've ended on a sad note.
It's only sad for you. I don't have to go to school ever again.
Well, you know.
Yeah,
unless the Lord prompts you.
Please, Lord, no. I will say, though, one time I should have to tell the story about how I accidentally graduated.
See, you say that, but I don't feel like it was an accident. It's just bad math on certain people's parts.
In either case, it's a pretty good story. But either way, what is a nice word of wisdom that you have for us today, Alexander Scott Busma?
A nice word of wisdom. Whenever you are done drying laundry, take the dryer lint out of the lint trap for 2 reasons. 1, if it builds up too much, it could catch on fire and your house will burn down. Nobody wants that. And 2, your laundry dries a lot better when the lint trap doesn't have like 5 loads worth of lint in it.
And then you leave it for your roommates to pick up, and then they have to empty it for you. Shame. You know who you are.
So yeah, just, make life easier and empty out your lint trap. Your laundry dries quicker, and your house won't catch on fire.
Very true. I feel like I'm better prepared to deal with life now.
Yeah. So,
what he's trying to say is, change out the lint tray of your heart. well, we're gonna go and stuff next week.